In my Father's house there are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. In my Father's house I go to make a place just for you. If it were not so, I would have told you.
World Cup Drive, live from Rio de Janeiro on talkSPORT.
It's a World Cup in Brazil. It starts today, and Drive has come to somewhere very special.
Yes, you're right. Drive has come to see Christ the Redeemer. We are asking Jesus for help.
Jesus Christ, you stand before us, the guardian of all that is good in the world.
You are our hope. You are our salvation.
We don't all believe in you all of the time, but let's call a truce. You used your powers to turn water into wine once, so can you achieve the impossible and turn England into World Cup winners?
Please, please, Jesus, give us just one more miracle. This is Drive. He's Christ the Redeemer, and this is talkSPORT.
Let's go Samba!
World Cup Drive, live from Rio de Janeiro on talkSPORT.
We're better than bloody Mexico.
Right, buddy!
The greatest football show on earth on talkSPORT.
Coming up, it's the last Drive show before the World Cup gets underway. Live commentary on talkSPORT tonight of host Brazil against Croatia in Sao Paulo.
And before the tournament starts, Drive has made a special pilgrimage to see Christ the Redeemer, the 98-foot-high statue of Jesus that overlooks Rio de Janeiro.
And it overlooks the Maracanã. Will England be there on Sunday, 13th of July? Roy's boys may need divine intervention. That's why we've come to see Jesus. This is Drive on talkSPORT. This is Drive on talkSPORT. I'm Adrian Durham, he's Darren Goff. We are up with Jesus. We are at Christ the Redeemer, at the top of Rio de Janeiro, overlooking the city, overlooking the sea, overlooking the Maracanã. World Cup gets underway today. Darren Goff, I feel something special is happening for us right now.
It is indeed, Adrian. This is one of a fantastic... I've never been into tourism. I've never been into doing anything where you go and take pictures. But today is something special. Overlooking the great city, which is Rio. You can see the Maracanã to our left. We've got Christ the Redeemer just above us, overlooking us. It's a fantastic, fantastic day.
World Cup gets underway in Sao Paulo tonight. England's World Cup in Manaus on Saturday. All the games live on talkSPORT. And that's why we've come to see Christ the Redeemer, isn't it? It's talkSPORT praying for England.
It is. We are praying for England. Never thought we'd be saying that. We need all the help we can get. And if anybody can get us that help, it's that man stood just above us, overlooking us. It's an amazing, amazing statue. It's 98 feet high with an arm span of 92 feet. Just to give you an idea how big that is. It took 9 years to build it, and they shipped in the granite from Sweden. Now I'm surprising you, Anna, with my history. You're really, really surprised. And I'm going to surprise you even more now. In the last 6 years, Jesus has been struck twice by lightning. And it's had to be repaired twice in the last 6 years. But what a spectacle. We've got all nations from all around the world up here, obviously coming here to pray, and hopefully their team can go all the way come the 13th of July and lift the World Cup.
Well, I think you'll be amazed back home just how many Brazilians will be making the trek here today. That pilgrimage that we have made to pray to Christ the Redeemer for their team to do well at the World Cup means so much to the Brazilians. But you're right about this statue. You could see it from the ground and it looks spectacular. Jesus standing out in the sky with his arms out wide. But when you get close to it, it is ginormous for a start. But it touches you inside, doesn't it? There's something really special going on up here.
Exactly. I mean, that's what it does. I mean, I do believe in God, but I'm not one of these people what does go to church. I don't make that pilgrimage every single week. But to come here today, it's something special. Like I say, it's for something. So much effort went into this, and it's such an iconic figure. Took so long to build, and like I said, today special. The journey up here, seeing all the people from different countries up here, hoping for that moment where they can see their team go on and be successful. And I'm really glad I made the trip, because I've never, like I say, I've never been one for going and seeing things, going and taking pictures, but I couldn't miss this. This is an unbelievable experience.
It is truly spectacular being at the feet of Christ the Redeemer, asking for his help at this World Cup. And listen, I'm not a believer as such, but I'll give him another chance. If he's turned water into wine, he deals with trivial miracles, doesn't he? So, and this, let's face it, globally, it's a trivial thing in terms of world hunger, etc. What's going on, all the bad things that are happening in the world. All we want is to enjoy winning a World Cup. Yeah. You know, so in the whole scheme of things, it ain't the greatest thing, but it's what we're here today to ask of Jesus Christ, Christ the Redeemer, the statue, and truly, when we get back down to planet Earth, when we get back down to Rio, to the Copacabana, I think I'm going to turn out a different man down there, you know.
Well, you never know, Ed, and you've always needed a little bit of help along the way, and this might just be that turning moment for you in your life as a middle-aged 40-year-old man. This could be the turning.
In my Father's house there are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. In my Father's house I go to make a place just for you. If it were not so, I would have told you.
St. John, chapter 14, verses 1 to 3. Jesus said, "Let not your heart be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you up to myself, that where I am, there you may be also."